Alright, let me figure out what this thing is called. Oops, I made this 5e. Hey, what's up, buddy? Give me a sec here. Let me, I gotta figure out what to call this thing. I gotta make sure the name is the correct format. Well, that looks good. And we just finished the wolf. It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. That was the one that that me and Future Wolf agreed upon. Where is it? Here, I'll do large icon. Where is it? I added like some purplish kind of background to it to make it shine a little bit. But I don't know, I like it. I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, they kind of look like that somewhat. I mean, they look very, you know, like Cthulhu-esque sometimes, you know? But then again, Shadowdark isn't essentially 5e, but even if it has a lot of 5e monsters in it. A rock crushing beak? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can see that, yeah. Man, I wish I could. I wonder if we should go like more. I really actually like zooming in more on tokens, but what do I zoom out? His armor, perhaps? Oops. Wrong layer. I mean, I think the sword would be kind of cool too, right? But I need another square around my circles so I can see where the real edge is and keep the circle the same size for all tokens. What do you mean? Well, I mean, we use two different, like, here, I'll show you. It's easier to show you on Foundry itself. Hold on. Let me open up, let me open up my actual server, and I'll show you. like a square? Like, because here I've got the... Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing too, is like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you can call me. Well, on Foundry, you can zoom in, you can... Well, in my games, right, I have it to where... You can zoom in. Yeah, what's up, bud? You'll probably mute my stream.
Yeah, I did.
What were you gonna ask? Or say?
So about the squares, right? Because when you're zooming in and like each creature, you decide randomly with the picture what's going to be sticking out of the ring. And you take, okay, here's the fairy, for example. The wings go pretty far out past the circle edge, and that shrinks that token, right?
Well, I mean, sure, I guess. But, I mean, it depends how zoomed out or zoomed in you are on the map, right?
No, it's just a matter of, like, it offsets and scales the image. So... Like
in the virtual tabletop? Or...
yeah, sure. In any tabletop, if you were to drop these tokens on top of each other, their rings wouldn't line up. Like, if you drop that fairy and then, like, one that doesn't have anything sticking out, you'll see the two rings. And I was just going to try to suggest a way to do it so that all the rings would be the same size and your images would be centered and consistent, like, no matter what.
Like, hang on, let me
It's one of those anal things that I feel like I'm the only one in the world that sees.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if it stresses you, don't worry about it. You
I'm
know
just,
what I mean? Like,
I'm just trying to understand, like, what you mean. So, like, if I have, like, the aboleth, for example, right? And then, the fairy, like you were saying, right? So what are you saying that because it pops?
Okay, good. You look at that aboleth. You see how that ring doesn't... Wait a minute, why are the fairy rings going outside the border? See that square it's in? It's like reaching into somebody else's square.
Oh yeah, because I have it outlined to where, well, I mean, the picture itself, right, is the token itself is set to 420 by 420, right? But the canvas size is 500, right? So it's bigger, so that way I can have the tokens pop out of the ring. Does that make sense?
Right. So you're doing 500 by 500.
Right.
And that program's accepting it. Okay, cool. So I've had programs where it didn't accept it. And what I had to do was make that 500 by 500 like you did, and I would put a black dot in the top left corner and a black dot in the bottom right, so it would keep the constraints. Because some programs will prop it to the visible area and then recenter. And yeah, no, it looks good. I'm
actually
stressed for nothing.
I actually might have to make because I know on Foundry right now, if I actually just import it just the way it is, right? Like, then it actually looks... I actually have to make these tokens. Their actual size is upgraded by 0.2. So their regular size actually looks like this. So I think I actually have to make this token... I think I might have to redo these tokens. Luckily, I've saved all of them, so I don't have to, like, redo any of them, but... I do have to, like, I think I do have to resize either the canvas, or I have to resize the ring size to be... I have to resize this actual ring size, which is 420. I think I have to change this ring to a 500 degree, or 500 pixelated ring.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is...
like a setting for Foundry, I think.
Or this is set to 400 right now, right?
Okay.
So if, I mean, most tokens are set to somewhere around like 500 anyways, right?
But if you move that size up larger, then you're going to have the issue with pieces getting cut off of the image.
Well, that's why I'd have to change the canvas size, right? I'd have to make it like I'd have to make it a little bit bigger like this, right?
But I think it would just scale it back down to fit inside that square. And that explains how you were able to get the image to come out over the square. I'm like, how is your image crossing the line? It's because you scaled it up to 1.2.
Well, that's only on Foundry, though, right?
No, that would be on everything. But I get how you did it now.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you're getting around it, which is... You found a workaround.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and the cool thing, too, is, like, we've made a... Well, me and the people... I didn't make this, but other people... I know how to... I know not how to, like, actually make the... Hey, what's up, Pez? Yeah, I moved into my back room, so... changed it up a little bit. So now I'm not in the front room anymore. No?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I moved into the back room now. But now I've changed it to where, here, let me turn down this music just a little bit. This thing here, this macro, right? Essentially, it takes this default tokens here that don't have any tokens, right? And we're linking all these images to essentially to my Google Drive, essentially. Yep. So it's just taking when you run this macro, it just creates a folder, right? A folder here of all the tokens, essentially. What's up?
It's time.
It's time?
Time.
Okay.
Time.
Give me a sec. I gotta go get my dog a insulin shot. I'll be right back.
Yep.
You had your chance from Monday till now to get a hold of that to go, but you decided not to.
Good night, Bez.
Have fun streaming.
Okay. Oh. Alright. See ya, buddy. But we've default scaled them actually up on this macro, right? So the scale's gone up by 1.2, at least on Foundry. Although I feel like I should redo them to where it actually scales properly if people are using them on like above VTT or anything else, right? So I probably should rescale these. And we already have the regular art, right, is already in here. So like if you look at like the dark mantle, for example, right? like you could view the regular art and the token art, right?
Yep. Very
So, so you can show the full.
cool. I always get confused between dark mantles and cloakers.
I think they're almost. I think the cloakers are more. Don't they have
stingray.
invisibility, right?
I
Dark
don't
mantles
know.
are the ones that like pop on people's heads, right? Don't they?
I think they both do. That's why I'm always confused.
But doesn't I thought one like controls you and then the other one just sucks the life out of you. I can't remember.
Neither. Neither.
You want to see the sweet ass gelatinous cube though I made?
Yep. That's not so sweet.
Just hang on a sec, you big baby.
I mean, I
jeez.
looked. I looked, and it wasn't sweet. That's all I can say.
There. Look better now?
No.
What? What do you mean?
It must be a delay. Yes, it just hit the screen.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it looks awesome. It's like popping out of the cube. It's like eating the fucking token. I love it.
Nice.
That one's probably my favorite compared to my other favorite one, which is this bear.
I can't believe gelatinous cubes are 2x2. I always picture them like 3x3 or larger.
I feel like they might be bigger, right? But
I mean, they're not. That's the thing. Like they're not bigger.
you could probably
But
even make
in my
it like
mind, they're always like huge. You know, like the hallways are huge, but yeah.
you could probably even give it like this green tint. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Actually, if you like, maybe
So what is this dark, shadow dark thing you're doing?
it's
Oh yeah.
it's this. It only has 5 hours to go. It's just about to release. So, if you're curious about it, jump on it. It's awesome. It's basically like 5e, but like OSR type version. There's a demo out for it. You can already start playing it. There's a quick start guide, but the full version comes out in literally 5 hours. I don't know if we're all gonna get the stuff immediately though. Might take a couple days for the rewards to pop out, but I'm excited for it. I pledged like $100 to it, so I got all the goodies. I thought about getting like the really nice, really cool in-depth version. The
You still have time.
where is it? I know, right? I got this one, which comes with everything still, with the PDFs, and it comes with all the physical stuff too. So it
Yeah.
has everything, but I
What is
could
it
pay.
missing?
Oh man, I could only pay $30 more, and I get the premium version, which is like the difference is this book versus this one. I kind of like this thing though more than the King. But
Honestly, I'm liking the black one more.
which one?
I like the regular Shadow Dark book versus the premium one.
I do too actually. I think I do
If
too.
there was, they would have to tell me like the pages are waterproof or the book has like a better feel in your hand or anything besides like that artwork and the color change.
Yeah, I don't think it's. And it looks like it has like a tint of like green, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's green.
I mean I mean, I don't know. I guess it looks cool, but I think the black fits way more better, like the black silver.
Although, okay, imagine this.
Uh huh.
You go to get it signed.
Hmm.
Which one do you want to bring? So it's almost like you'd rather have the black one for you to thumb through, and then the green one to take to like a a Comic-Con kind of thing.
To like Gary Con or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's like, I better get this then, so that way I can get both, right?
That's only if they plan on being at a con.
They
Or
were.
you plan on being at a con.
They were just at GaryCon. You know, the funny thing is, like, Kelsey, the woman who created all this, the Arcane Library, she actually lives not very far from me at all. She lives in Vegas, so
Okay.
so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So
it's
then
just,
it
it's
might
just
be
interesting
worth
that she's close. That'd be kind of cool to
And-
get it signed, though, right? Like,
And they'll instantly know, like, if you show up with the green book, because I'm guessing the green book is limited, right? They only going to make like 2,000 and that's it. Whereas the black book is the one they're going to keep reproducing. So if you show up with a black book in a year or 10 years, they're not going to think much of you, right? But if you show up with the green book, they're going to know that you dropped money on them when it counted, and they're going to... I mean, this is like a cheesy thing, but they're going to spend time and talk with you. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think they talk to you regardless, you know, if you backed it. I mean, however much you backed it. But I mean, yeah, sure,
well,
they might be
they
like,
might not
man,
know, because they might just sell the black book in stores for $20.
oh, well, I mean,
You know, after this releases, right? Like it. So that's what I'm getting at. Is like the only way they'll know that you were a Kickstarter guy is if you stay in contact with them, of course, they know you, or if you have the green book, because nothing else says you were
shell out.
part of the Kickstarter.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
What?
I said shell out. Never mind. You know what I'm talking about? No.
No, I'm
A
lost.
sellout is what I meant to say. Sorry, not a shell out. A sellout.
Not a sellout, but they would know you were a supporter. Like I was saying, like I would know that you were there when I had nothing, right?
Right.
Like you, I know you, right? So like I know you were there when I had nothing, right? But if I produce something, yeah, it's that green book that tells me that person was there early on. That's all. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I like the black book. All that being said,
I like the black book too. I think they both look really cool though, but it would be pretty sweet to have both though, right? Oops.
yeah,
God.
yeah, I could definitely see that.
Oops. What do you think looks cooler in this guy? You think it's better like if he's zoomed in? I kind of like the more zoomed in face to see him, but it would be kind of cool to see his big old like sword here too, like popping out, right?
So my opinion, my quick fix opinion is this an NPC, somebody that you're going to be talking to?
He
Or
is
this somebody you're going to be fighting?
he's a monster that you're going to be fighting.
Then show him zoomed out so you can see his gear and his weapons.
Okay.
And if it's somebody that you're going to be talking to, show their face. Right? Because that's going to show like the emotion and...
So what about like, I know some of these have like you would love this one. The cultist one is fucking awesome. But what about like, there's one I made recently that I did a really big zoom in. Here's like the goblin, right? I know there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh yeah, 'cause I haven't seen a goblin yet. Yeah, it just popped up. Yeah,
But
I
then-
think that's good.
But here's one that I debated on zooming in or zooming out, but I ended up zooming in instead, was the hobgoblin. Where the fuck did I put him?
The ghost has a severe zoom in.
Yeah, but
Like I couldn't tell you that's a ghost by looking at it.
the regular ghost token itself looks like this anyways, you know? How could I really pop that out, right?
Hold on. Okay, so you can't because it's already zoomed in.
Kind of, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's already a face shot. It's not a torso or a full body.
I just kind of popped out his top.
Eyebrow.
Yeah, I guess if you want to call it that, you know? And, yeah. I mean, it was like the most prominent thing in the photo, right?
Yeah.
And then... Where the fuck is the Hobgoblin? Didn't I make this thing? There it is. Here's the Hobgoblin, right? But the token, I feel, was really tough to make. Hang on, let me grab it. There he is.
Why'd you think he was tough?
Not tough, I just didn't know whether to zoom him in, or zoom him out.
Okay. I mean, zooming in's fine, right? Like, it's fine. Because you can talk to hobgoblins, so... And he has nothing in the background, right? It's all blank and white space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of good that you zoomed in, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I like it. I like that one. But it's like, this one's fucking awesome, right? Like, the big-ass golem.
Yes.
I like that one a lot.
The delay's so crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're telling me stuff and, like, I was... Wait
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Alright, there it is, yeah. But, I don't know. With this guy, I feel like either zooming him in, like either doing, let's see. Something like that, where, like, his armor is, like, popping out. Like, here. Like, this armor piece pops out of his arm. You'll notice in a sec. Or
Yeah,
doing the zoom out, where it's more just, like, his sword and stuff, you know?
I would take it down to his thighs.
So you think it looks better, like this?
Well, the artist spent a lot of time on the armor and stuff, right? Like, and the weapons and...
You know, it's crazy. You probably won't believe this. This is all AI art. This is not. This is drawn by no one. All of this art is AI driven.
I was actually thinking about doing this today.
Mm-hmm.
Was going through and grabbing every monster, the monster manual, and completely redoing it with AI. The reason I didn't is because I don't think I would get a consistent art style. But somehow you did.
This isn't me. This is another guy. His name is Future Wolf on the Discord. He's the one who's actually helping make the tokens. He's getting the art. I'm just making the token art. So we're kind of working together somewhat. Because he's not
cool.
He's not very proficient at doing the art, but he's good at finding the art. Tell him what?
Tell him you need a different ghost.
You don't like the ghost, huh?
No, I mean, maybe it's a skeleton, right? Like, I could see that, like, a Skeletor's grandfather. Ghost.
I think a ghost is kind of hard to get, right?
Right, if it's not cartoony with a sheet over its head.
Yeah, you know, at least a little bit, right? There.
Yep, you make a fair point.
I don't know. I feel like it looks better more zoomed in, but maybe that's just me. Like, here, I'll get rid of the background here.
I think it's because his body is off center. Right?
Where do I move his body to?
To the center. To the center.
Here? Where, like that?
I don't... Are you moving his sword and hand separately? What's going on here?
What did I do? Oh, there we go. I had it off a little bit, sorry. There. Like that? Well, I layered out the sword, right, so that it would pop out.
Gotcha.
I mean... I don't know. I think it would benefit more from zooming in, to be honest.
You know
I mean,
what? Yeah,
the
because
sword
his
is
hand
cool,
wrecked.
but oh yeah, his hand is like fucking backwards, huh? I didn't notice
Yeah,
that.
looking like
Uh,
half Rakasha or Rakasta, whatever.
you want to
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
Wait.
Zoom him in.
I don't think I've shown. Where is it? Let's see. Where's Future Wolf here? He sent me a knight photo, but I ended up fixing it for him. But it looked all. It had like a sword poking out of it. It had like a sword poking out of his. Damn, I think I already fixed it.
All good.
Yeah, it. Damn. I think he got rid of it, but there was like a here I'll show you here. There's like a big ass sword for some weird reason in the AI art sticking out of this guy's knee right here. Like out of his right knee. It was just like for some weird reason. I fixed it in post production, so it looks really nice now, but this is like the knight token. But it had like a huge sword popping out of his knee. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I'm confused about what's in his right hand. Like, I feel like that should be a shield, you know? And it's like some weird, I don't know, like a grill. It's the pig spit.
yeah. Get rid of this.
Oh, and I see the hilt of the sword coming out of his elbow. Yeah, nothing beats an actual artist, huh? I made a vampire build.
A vampire build?
Yeah.
Huh.
What was that chick's name? Sephora or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah. But I found myself the other day make one, and I'm like, I should probably give it to him.
What, give me the token?
No. The character build.
Oh.
For
D&D
Cody?
Beyond? Oh, to Cody. Yeah. Yeah, he would like that. He's been really busy lately, so
That's good.
he's been doing a lot of stuff recently, so but he's been good. I actually just played some hunt with him earlier tonight, but he went to the gym. See, I think like this looks better. This close up.
It does.
I think
It does.
I think if I'll I knew I should have just gone with what I originally had.
Once I looked at the hand on that sword, yeah.
Yeah. I think this will. Even though it's like less a bit more, right? It looks sometimes less is more, sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm no fucking artist, right? But
No, it's perfect.
I've been fixing
Bro,
these
you're
because it's
zoomed
just
in way too much. Nobody's looking that close.
no. But I mean, just fixing those little things looks nice, though, right? Even just giving him a little bit more like whiter eyes, you know.
Or 2.
Yeah. Maybe.
Crazy.
Like that. Does that look good?
Does. Stop now. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks good.
that's good. Alright. Maybe just right there. Just fix it up just a teeny tiny bit. And then I do this. This is what makes it really pop, is this, like, this to, like, shine the armor. Shine these like bright whites and everything.
What are you talking about?
This
does it
tool.
do?
Do you notice?
That's a desaturator?
No, it's a sharpener. Look, I'll show you when I do it to this top armor piece here. See how, like, it just shines it out more? See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It just brings out, like, more of the details and, like...
I don't like it on the head. Because the head had like a nice rounded color, and now it's like... It's
Alright.
white with tattoos. But I liked it everywhere else.
Let me... I won't do it on the head then.
Yeah. I was mistaken anyway. It was already like that.
I don't know. I like that, like, amplified look, you know? Like, just looks really
That
fancy.
anime style.
Not even anime style, it's just more prominent, you know? It's just shiny, right? You can just notice the details now a bit more. It's not anime look. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you see on Midjourney they just added an anime filter?
Oh god.
You type in --FIJI.
Sasuke?
I don't speak anime. I have no idea what you're saying.
It's an anime, bro.
I imagine, but like,
There.
just lost on me is all.
How does that look? You like it white background more, or this gray?
Oh,
I think this gray looks cool.
What about black?
Black usually doesn't work out too well, only because his
There'll be a white
his
outline.
armor. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it could look okay, right? But the token becomes like. I feel like you don't see, like, you can't really tell, like, where the armor begins, right? Well, I guess you can because of the white, but
I think the character pops, but the token border,
the token border suffers, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
And
either
that's only because there's nothing defining the edge of that brick, right?
you can use, like, a really light, like a lighter white gray, like that.
I mean, yeah. What do the rest of them have? Give it what the rest of them have.
All the rest of them just have regular white. That's normally what I'd do anyways, just to make it simpler. Because it makes the black outlines scream more.
Yeah, and in that little aura you have going around the token, you can see the shadow.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I might
true.
do like an off-white, and make it kind of like signature, so it's not a bright white.
Yeah, kind of bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, so like a light gray, I guess.
What would that be, like 95?
No idea. But yeah, even 95
Six.
would be fine, because then, yeah, just wouldn't be pure white, you know. Not that it'll ever be on a pure white background, unless you guys are playing with old school maps. Then yeah, you'd see the difference.
Well, even if you're playing on on all white, the token border itself is so gray enough that you'll notice it. You'll notice the difference, even if
Yeah.
it's
I noticed it now. I can see the darker white on the outside and the brighter white on the inside.
If anything, it should be less brighter on the inside, but
Now look at it. you can see it.
oh, you're right. That's interesting. It should have been this color. I'll just use the same color as the background.
It could be an optical illusion, right? Because that stuff happens.
What do you mean, like, where it just looks the same?
Yeah, you have two colors that are exactly the same, but they'll look like different colors.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help if you're colorblind either, right? There. See? That looks good. I think that looks great.
Yep.
Yeah. Should've just done what I was doing in the first place. Oh.
Here, I got you an image. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord. But all three of those circles are the same color.
Those are all the same color, you're saying?
Yep.
The circles.
Yep. Yeah, if you
It's
like
something-
color pickered from each one of those, they'd be the exact same.
The one on the right looks the most different. The middle and the left look the same, but the right looks way darker. But that's just because of what, the light?
Just optical illusions.
Yeah. Stupid optical illusions.
They're a thing, though.
Yeah. What is this, a white? Nice! Done.
I'm gonna throw a fit on Twitter.
About what? Oh, how's your, I saw
Put
your...
whites in a game.
God damn it, don't do that. how's your Dragonlance games going? I wanted to ask.
They're both about to reach the Boiler Drake in Vogler. So I'm a bit far behind you.
Honestly, you'll probably pick up pretty close, actually, because my, my games are a little behind, because we're doing, like, some side quest kind of stuff with, like, the Mages of High Sorcery. So we're actually a little behind in terms of
Okay,
that.
yeah, and I didn't have anybody do the Mages of High Sorcery. No, nobody chose that background. Like,
I don't want to say I forced anybody, but I kind of felt like somebody should have played something because I thought it would be cool.
yeah, because they're gonna miss out on stuff. I told them
Mm-hmm.
when they chose their backgrounds, you know, the background you choose might affect the game,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, I
So
mean,
a Knight of Salamia might gain access to, you know, that, or a Mage of High Sorcery might gain access to that for the party
Mhm.
at certain points. And I left it like that and let them all just pick whatever they wanted to.
Yeah. I just wanted them to, like, something. So some people in my camp, because we made it to level 4, right after the Boiler Drake, right? But they all got to level 4, and now some people are Mages of High Sorcery, and one other person is a Knight of Solamnia, right? But these other characters who start with, you know, skilled or tough, right, as their background, or as their
Yeah.
feat, right, to kind of match that somewhat, right, to where they have feats and the other characters don't, right? So it makes it seem more even, I guess, across the board somewhat.
Right.
I made it now so when they got level 4, they could choose to go +2 in any stat, right? Or if you are a Knight of Salamia, you just get your 4th level feat, right? But you also get a +1 in your stat, right? So I made it so that anybody else who wanted to could either get a +2 in any stat, or they could choose to, or +2 points anywhere, right? Or I made it so that they get. Do they really get both?
Yeah. So ASIs
Well, I
come
know.
at your 4th level in a class, right? But these backgrounds in Dragonlance, you get one at 1st and you get one at 4th character level.
So you just get access to both. I made it to where they just got the. Well, no, they don't, because
They're literally
because
trying to hook them up because Dragonlance is hard.
But well, no, they don't, because like because you have to choose that feat to pick a Knight of the Crown, right? If you're doing the 4th level feat, you actually have to choose the feat.
Squire first.
Yeah, you actually have to choose the feat, so you don't actually get it for free, compared to 1st level where you actually do get it for free. So in my game, I just made it so that they get a feat, and they also get a +1 in any stat. That's the way I ruled it.
What if I take 2 levels in Rogue, and then I start to go Sorcerer, and I'm at 2 levels of Sorcerer? I should still get that 4th level feat.
Well, yeah, but that's your choice to take that or not, right? Like, you shouldn't automatically get it. It's a decision that you should choose to either go up in a stat, or you should delve into getting that feat.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
You made it an ASI.
I made it an ASI choice, yes.
Okay.
And I made it so that if they do choose the feat, they also get a +1 in any stat that they want. So I think that's
because you thought they weren't getting their stats anyway.
Well, no. I knew that, so I gave them the option to go higher stats, right? No feat, or get a feat and a stat, because I knew that these other players who were like the Knight of Solamnia, I knew that they were gonna choose the background level 4 feat, right? I knew they were gonna choose the Knight of the Crown or the Rose or the Sword, right? I knew they were gonna choose any one of those.
Oh yeah, because they're a freaking squire until then.
Yeah, I mean
you
they're
immediately want to increase your status, like.
I mean let alone the fucking.
Plus the cool.
Some of those are really strong. They're like really
Right.
fucking strong.
Yeah, it gives them like bonus action stuff to do, and like.
The Knight of the Rose, is it the Rose? I think it's the Knight of the Rose, where it's a reaction. I mean, granted, you can only use it so many times on your proficiencies, but to give someone the opportunity to attack, and then they can attack with advantage, right? Is that what it is? I can't remember. I have to look at it again.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, that one is
the Rose.
I think that's the Knight of the Sword, but the Knight of the Rose, I think, is the
temporary hit points.
Is the temporary HP. That one's pretty fucking good too, honestly.
Knight of the Sword is when you strike somebody, they get frightened.
Oh.
And Knight of the Crown is a bonus action
to make your ally attack, right?
Weapon attack, yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty fucking strong, honestly. They're all really strong.
Yeah, they're all good.
Even the red robes, the adept of the red robes or the white robes, those are pretty good too.
All of them come with ASI increases already.
No, I know. That's why I made it so, like, if other people wanted to pick a different, like, one of my players wanted to pick, they weren't a Knight of Solamnia and they weren't a mage, right? So I said that they wanted to choose dual wielder, and then I told them that they could get a +1 in a stat to match the other characters. Does that make sense?
Got you, yep.
I mean, that's what I did in my game, so, I mean, I'm sure other people were just like, just gain a feat or whatever, but I thought the Knight getting a +1 in any stat and a feat is already pretty fucking strong, right? And if my other character just got a feat, it would be like, okay, well, I didn't get a +1, right? Like, I understand that that's like part of the story, right? But like,
it's not just that. These are free feats. The 1st level feat and the 4th level feat are free feats.
No, the 4th level feat isn't. The 4th level feat is not. The 1st level is. No, you have to choose it. At least on D&D on D&D Beyond, when you get to level 4, you did not get that feat for free. You can have access to get that, but you do not get it for free.
Because D&D Beyond doesn't do it. Like you have to go to manage your feats. But in the I got the book open right now.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I got it right
you
here
got
too. But like
your first level, you
somewhere.
get either guild or tough, unless you took the backgrounds that gave you a feat, right?
Yeah, but that's at first level. Everybody gets access to that, right?
But they get to choose right then and there which one they get.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, some of them chose skilled, some of them chose tough, some of them chose mage of high sorcery, some of them chose knight of Solamnia. And you know the mage and the knight are
Aw.
prerequisites for other stuff.
Uh-huh.
All right. Then when they get to fourth level, they have this list of like 10 things that they can choose from. They get that for free, but they can also, if they were 4 levels of a thing, they can still get another feat.
It
You
doesn't
gain this
say that
bonus
you
feat at 4th level regardless of your background. Even if you have the Knight of Solamnia or Mage of High Sorcery background, you must meet all prerequisites if the feat you choose has any. That's it. That's the only stipulation.
but isn't the prerequisite for choosing that is your 4th level ASI, right? Or feat?
No. This fourth level
Is that regardless of that?
bonus feat. Like it's a bonus feat. This
That's
has nothing to do with
bullshit.
your ASI. Yeah, they gave them 2 feats to move the story along. And listen, if you take Adept of the White Robes, you get a couple more spell slots, right? But you're passing up Sentinel or Warcaster or Divinely Favored or Alert. Like these are all great things that you could get for free. So that guy that got his dual wielding, he could have taken mobile and dual wielding. So he could have ran up, hit him twice, and then used his mobile to get away. Yeah, they set him up because Dragonlance gets serious real fast. It's a tough world.
Oh no, I know it is.
It's just a hookup. That's all it is. It's a hookup, and it hopefully it doesn't punish people for saying I want to be a knight, right?
I mean, it
Because-
shouldn't anyways, but
Well, right. So they give everybody else a feat, and the knight can still choose his feat and get. They're getting abilities nobody else can get anyway.
yeah.
Those other people won't be able to get those abilities unless they double down. And you could do both, right? You could take. Oh no, you can't do both because the initial feat comes from your background.
What's up, nerd? What's up, nerd? I'm glad you got a kitty. That's good. My doggo got ended up getting diabetes, so but he's good. He's chilling. So we're taking care of him and everything. But you know, having to change up lifestyle on that is a lot. So, but yeah, glad you got a cat.
Does he constantly go for sugar?
Who, Gray?
Your dog with diabetes.
No, no.
My mom, she's the worst. She has diabetes, and all she wants is like
Sugar.
candy, chocolate, bananas,
It's really
vegetables. She wants like peas, corn, like anything that has like high. Can I get sugar beets? You know, like
yeah.
she's like, but it's a vegetable. I'm like, but it's sweet potato, ma.
Like that's bad for you. Yeah.
She's like a sugar junkie. Now that she's diabetic,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like her body's craving it.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't like that before the diabetes, but when she started like shooting up the insulin.
I think it's because you have to stay on that diet, right? You got to stay on.
Right.
You
so
gotta
see
be
people
careful. Yeah.
Eating like candied yams enough times, and all of a sudden it's like been the
Like,
object of your
okay, that's
desire.
it. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna eat this goddamn yam. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just get so pissed. There. How's that werewolf look? Pretty fucking cool.
Looks good.
Oh woo!
Kind of want to like give him some deodorant.
He does look like a smelly character for sure.
Yeah. He's got like some swamp pits.
giant wasp.
You should make it like a monster where this token border is just like the ring in its nose.
See, look at this.
Make
What
it
the fuck
huge.
is this?
What, the bee?
No, the werewolf that has like 3 feet.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. We're gonna fix this real quick.
You just like cut the hair. Nice little bob. You're so much better than me. I would have just copied a piece from higher up and like brought it down and rotated it and stuck it in place.
I've been getting a little bit. I'm no artist by any means, but I've been trying to.
You can handle the tip.
God damn it! Why you gotta say that? Yeah, you got it, bro. You know me too well. Too well.
Just the tip. Anything beyond the tip?
Anything besides that? Nope. I'm not about that life. Yep. Alright, let's just really border this a bit better.
Probably should have painted the background white.
I will. Relax. Big baby.
It's looking good.
Good. Let's put this brush up a bit so we can really darken it up a bit. Give it some gray tones here. There. Doesn't even look like he's got a tail now. Now he doesn't have some fucking weird third leg.
Yeah, it looks good.
Maybe just give it some more
Feel
depth
sorry for his
here.
loincloth.
I'm not doing that. I'm not fixing that.
There's nothing wrong about having a third leg. This very powerful nerd. Now you gotta fix the tip. Round it off, make it shiny.
No.
Add a little bit of that 300 red.
300 red,
Started paying for that mid journey,
Mm-hmm.
and then I immediately like stopped using it.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't have the desire. So now it's like $40 a month, and all I want to do is cancel it. But I know the second I cancel it, it's time to redo every monster in the monsters manual.
Every damn monster, huh?
I mean, that's what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
See how you gotta fix it now?
just gotta fix a little bit of this, that's all. Just gotta fill in some of this transparency, that's all.
Wish there was a button you could press where it says fill transparency.
Yeah. I mean, I've got it down for the most part, I think.
It's just hard to see if
Is
you're
that not the same color?
if you're filling the transparency or if the object's just black and white.
Oh, that
Checkerboarded.
is...
It must have had a fade on it.
Oh, that is a different white
Well, you
color.
fixed it like that. Just click off and change everything.
Oh, God. There. I guess that looks good enough. Fuck it.
It needs a belly button ring. He's got that one weird toe on the top of his foot.
I can't fix all of it, okay? I'll make
You know,
a... I'll make
just
a... I'll make
grab
a
it and tuck
big,
it in behind.
I'll make a big, Make a big, it's fine the way it is. It's fine. I'll make a big, toe ring for him here, right? Put a big ol'... Nah. I think that looks fine. That looks way fucking better.
His mouth hole is terrifying.
It is.
Look at the back of his throat. It's like this perfect concentric ring.
It's like... Yeah.
What's that worm? Star Wars? All the teeth.
Nerd said there's nothing wrong with the third leg.
Yeah.
It's funny. The worm with the teeth?
I'll ask Google. Hold on. I'll ask Google.
Alright. There. Ah, damn, it's 10:20. That was my last one. I gotta get going.
Oh, apparently it's called a sandworm.
Oh, okay. Easily enough.
Sometimes called a sand striker. Yeah, he's got that kind of throat.
Nice.
Well, enjoy your work.
Oh, did you see these? Here, look, check this out real quick before I actually go. Damn, I might have not saved it actually. I don't think I saved it. I didn't save it. But essentially it was the map of Phandelver, but I made it a here, I'll show you. I made it into a thing that they could grab off of one of the characters here.
Like a map?
Yeah. Shut up. Such a smart ass. Like a map. Speaking of talking like a fucking degenerate, one of my friends wants me to play in a space Spelljammer game, and I'm gonna play a fucking space clown. He said that I could play space clown, so I was thinking about playing like a space clown, like I don't know, like Wiggles or some stupid shit like that, and just going
That's awesome.
just the whole fucking time. But we found this homebrew that if he dies, he like explodes and pops like a balloon, and you don't make death saving throws, you just die instantly. So we thought about if my character does die, right? As a space clown, he just instantly pops and just explodes, and deals like acid damage to everything around him, kind of thing, right? And then
Steady damage.
yeah. But then when he comes back to life, he comes back, but he comes back as a plasmoid. He just becomes a goop monster.
Nasty.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense too, right? Like, you know, because they have the plasmoids in the in
Yeah.
that. Damn it, where's
Come back
that?
is just the nose.
Where's that
Come
map?
back is like a sentient clown's nose.
Ooze nose thing. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Somebody can like put you on their face and there's like a little mouth in front of their nose. Yeah, and you can cast all your spells from there.
Be funny. Oh, here it is. So I made a map of Kragmaw, but I like made it all half-eaten kind of thing. So that way when they find it off one of the goblins, they can be like, oh, this is the map, right? They can kind of see it, but it doesn't show everything, right? Obviously it won't show
Right.
all the enemies, but I thought it was kind of cool to have it like burned out a bit, and it doesn't
that-
show like the...
Doesn't it show everything?
No, because the regular map looks like
Like, what's it missing?
the legend.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Where is
But
it?
it shows like every room though.
Here it is. This is the regular one, right? It doesn't show the square feet. It doesn't show any of this. It doesn't. It shows a little bit of Kragmaw hideout, right?
Okay.
But it still gives
Okay.
It still gives
Yeah,
like the.
I get what you were doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks good.
So it still gives like the representation. All right, I gotta go. So.
Kind of weird because it's like a whole floor plan. You know,
Well, I mean,
like normally you get like a map to a dungeon. It's like the world and with an X on it.
but it doesn't show anything though, right? It just shows like generic places, right? It wouldn't show like, oh, there's 15 goblin over here, right? And then there's fucking Clark the Bugbear living over here. But I guess you
Yeah.
could kind of assume that, right? Maybe.
No, I mean this is good because they can plan for stuff, and I like it. I like it.
They could be like, oh, we can come up this way. There's a bridge here, right? And we need to
Mhm.
be on the lookout for enemies instead of just you telling them, oh, there's a fucking enemy there, right?
And they won't know that there's a rise. Like you know that passageway to the left.
Mm-hmm.
There's two like 10 or 15-foot rises there, so you know they'd have to climb those, and that's not something they'd expect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Little things like